Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining today's class. Um, my name is Albert, because I'm seeing some names for the first time tonight, and I don't know, but we'll be continuing from where we stopped the previous week. So please, let's open our Tableau for today's class, and let's get into it. So, as we all know, to pick up our visualization, we'll go to File and we'll do Open from Tableau Public. Then we log in as usual. So we'll log in as usual. Then we'll pick our visualization and we continue from there. What is it? Okay, 2025. Okay. In our previous class, we visualized the moving average. We started with the sales moving average, then we continued to the profits moving average. Then I asked us to visualize the discount moving average and the quantity moving average. So did anyone of us visualize the quantity moving average and the discount moving average? Anybody?
Yes, I did.
Okay, please share your screen. Let's see. I'll stop sharing now. Let's see what you've got.
This is the discount moving average, and this is the quantity moving average.
Sorry, I thought I had unmuted myself. Okay, so you have the quantity moving average and the discount moving average. Can you go back to your discount moving average? Okay, in 2 or 3 minutes, can you walk us through your discount moving average? Let's see how you visualized it.
Okay, first of all, I took the discount and I placed it on firstly the order date. And when I move the order date to the columns, I change it to day. Then I moved the discount to the rows. Then I doubled it by uh, placing that's controlling, putting my hand on control, then clicking on some discount. That should be able to double it. Then I moved it beside the some discount. And I I went to can't remember again. Okay,
Go on, keep going.
I did show parameters. No, sorry. So I moved it from discount the discount moving average. I moved it to this part of the where the
Okay,
tables
Canva.
are under measure. I moved it under measure. Then I showed parameters. Then after showing parameters, I now created, um, yeah, I showed parameters. Then I now doubled the dualized. I did
Okay.
dual axis. After the dual axis, I think synchronized it.
Yeah, you synchronize the axis, yeah?
Yeah, synchronize the axis. Then I also in the area of where there was max, I put area. I changed it from automatic to area. Yeah,
Okay.
that was it.
So that's how you arrived at your discount moving average, right?
Yes,
Okay, that's very nice. Okay, what about
quantity moving
your
average.
quantity? Yes, can you walk us through it as well?
Yeah, I think basically the same thing. Moved the order date to columns, then change it to, because when you look at where the tables are, the order date, when you move it is in year, then you
Yeah.
change it to day. Then I moved from measures, I moved the quantity to the rows. And after moving it, I doubled it,
Okay.
then changed it to quantity moving average. Okay, there's one other step I didn't talk about where I clicked on it to, yeah, to make it moving average.
Okay.
After making it moving average, I moved it to under measures and I right clicked, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That was very nice.
Should I stop sharing?
Yes, you can, please. You can stop sharing. And I'll share on screen now. Okay. Thank you very much.
Hello, Albert.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Emilia. I'm sorry, I won't be continuing on this session. Reason being that I am behind, I have not reached where you guys are, so I'll watch the video.
Okay. However, if you missed the previous classes, you can continue from where we are if you want to, because we visualize new things every time. You can watch the previous classes, it's fine.
Okay,
But,
so if I join from where you are now, is what you did
you
before
can
will not
understand you
affect
can
me.
understand what we'll be doing tonight. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Except you have other things you want to do. So if not, you can stay. I recommend you should stay.
All right.
Okay. So as Ijeoma has slightly said, we can all see that the the moving average for discount, what I have with what she has, they are actually the same thing. They are the same thing. We can see the moving averages and how the averages have been moving. And if we come to the quantity moving average, the same thing, we will see that they are the same thing. And the funniest thing is, as she was talking about how she came about the whole visualization, I immediately decided to visualize my discount moving average and quantity moving average as well. And as it is, we have the same thing. We have the same thing. So basically, that's how we arrived at the different moving averages that we have from our previous class. So today we will start from, and then I'm seeing somebody for the first time, someone with the name Samuel Adai. Hello, Samuel, can you unmute your mic, please? Is this your first time of joining us? Hello, Samuel. Hello, Samuel, are you there? Oh, you just left. Okay, I guess we that were here, we are not new to the thing. Okay, so today we're going into another thing entirely. We want to know the previous week we worked on sales average, and today we'll be going into a new thing entirely. Please hope you can hear me loud and clear.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, welcome, Augusta.
Thank you, Albert. Sorry, driving.
Yeah, it's okay. Now, tonight we want to go into visualizing sales record for a particular time frame. For example, if we want to know the sales record from January 2024 to January 2025 for a particular period of time. Now, we're not dealing with moving averages now. We just want to know the sales record for the last 6 months, sales record for the last 4 months, sales record for the last 1 year. And doing this would enter into parameters and a few other things. So we want to know the sales record for a certain period of time. So we'll be starting with using the order date as we did the last class. Now, this time around, we want to bring the order date on columns, but this time around, we want to use months. You know, the previous class, we used day, but now we want to use month. So if we select our month, we should have something like this. Now, since we want to know about the sales for a period of time, obviously we will be working with sales, at least for now. So if we bring in our sales into goals, we should have something like this. Okay, thank you. So if we bring in our sales into the Canva, we should have something like this, using the month and the sales. Are we on the same page? Since we are not much tonight, I won't be rushing us.
No, we are not on the same page.
We're not on the same page.
No.
Who is that? Emilia, right?
Emilia, yeah, I'm starting.
Okay, I'll take it again. Now, to visualize the month or the sales for a particular period of time, for example, now in Excel, when we say, or when the stakeholders ask for, okay, how much did you make in the last 12 months? All you need to do is make use of your total sales amount, add everything together. Okay, we made 25 million, something like that. But in Tableau, yeah, we can actually work with a bar that shows the total sales. But to make our visualization more appealing, we want to visualize these things in such a way that you would see the trend of the sales, how it was, in the sense that you would see the trend of how high a particular month was, how low a particular month was, and so on and so forth. So to start that, we will be using our order dates. If you bring our order dates to columns first, now once our order date is on columns, I'll be talking a bit on the other dates because of Emilia. Now, once the other date is on column, you would see this button, this triangle facing down button. If you click on it, you will see different filters. Excuse me. You will see different filters. Now, you would see the automatic date that the software will pick is this year. But we're not interested in this year. You will see year, quarter, months, and more. And you'll see again year, quarter, month, week number, and day. So that second date that is below, we have short date and long date, but we're interested in long dates for now. So we'll select the month, the second month that is under the first set of dates, the one that has May 2015 in full. So once we select it, we should have something like this. Should have just some dotted lines like this. Now, if we now bring our sales into rows, then we should have a bar like this. Okay. Now, when you bring your cursor to the first line, now this is a trend. This is a simple trend. How it's going, how it's coming, how it's going, how it's coming. Now, if we bring your cursor to the first month, you see month of January 2014, 14,237. Month of February, that'll be okay, this is January, this is February, this is March, this is April, this is May, this is June, July, August. In September, the sales, it went up. October, it went down. November, it went up. December, it went down. Oh, no, this is December, it went down. January, it kept going down, and so on and so forth. So this is just this trend of all the sales in that data. So now, are we on the same page like this now?
Yes, we are.
Okay, good. Now, when we might have brought our order dates to columns and bring sales to rows. Now, we want to create a kind of dynamic so that there can be a kind of dynamic in our visualization. So now we want to work with, want to bring in filter and parameters. Okay. Now, we want to, for example, if we bring in filters and parameters, it's more of if we want to ask for a certain information from the visualization. Okay. So that's why we would introduce the parameters into this visualization. However, don't forget, filters and parameters, they work hand in hand. This is our filter pane. Okay. In one of our visualizations, we worked with filter. Yeah, like the product name here, it's worked with the parameters top end products. Okay, so the two of them, they worked hand in hand. Because if you remember that in this our particular class, we actually went to wire in the parameters through this edit filter button. Okay, through this edit filter button, this is our parameter, this the top end product. When we visualized the top end product. Now, for the course of this our class, we'll be using parameters. So we have two types. There are two types of parameters that we need to create for this visualization. The number one is from date, and the second one is to date. From date and to date. From in the sense that from the time we want to know the information, from the particular time, if it is from last year, from a specific time in the previous year to the current time we want to get the information for. Are we together? Now, we'll be creating the first parameter called from date. Now, don't forget, we said that we can highlight on any of these, you can highlight any part of the Canva. If you right click, you see create parameters. If you come and select this button here, you'll see create parameters. If you select any of this information here, if you right click, you see create, you can create parameters from them too. You can create parameters from them too. Yeah, if you see create and parameters. However, so let's select our button and do create parameter. Now, this is our third parameter for this class. So we'll be calling this parameter from date. From date. Now, it is very, very important to know the type of your data type when creating parameter. Now, the data type for this parameter is date. Okay, you select date. Now, you come to the display format. If you come to the display format, because we are selecting a date, so it will ask for your display format. If you click on the display format, you will see standard long, standard short. We're interested in standard long. Okay, so when you select standard long and say, once you select standard long, just click out.
Sorry, when I clicked on that from date, I typed from date, then I clicked out, something didn't come, so I came back. So when I click on from date, what else?
You are not clicking from date.
I'm typing.
You are creating a parameter.
In the create parameter, I have typed from date.
Now you will come to the data type. You click on it. You select date.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So when you select date, you come right in front of it. You see the display format. It will ask you for the display format. Once you click on it, you will see standard long, standard short, normal date, custom, and the likes. Select standard long. Once you select it, just click out of it. Okay? Now, you can change the current date because what Tableau will see is the current date. Okay, so and you can as well change the current date. So let me assume
my standard long did not show Wednesday, only showed April 9th April 2025.
It's the same thing. Your
Okay.
standard long, not standard short.
Yeah, I did standard long. Just to let you know, it's not like I have any problem with that.
Okay, cool. Once you select standard long, it's okay. Just leave it. The thing is, Tableau is always updating. So the more it updates, the more it adds new information. However, it's still the same. Okay. So now we can come to this current value. Let's change it to 06/11/2014. 06/11/2014. Okay. You would see that immediately you change it to 06/11/2014, your display format will change too. So have we changed that to 06/11/2014? Once we've done that, let's do OK.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do OK. Now, you would see that your from date parameters is showing. Now, to create the second parameters, which is to date, all we need to do is just duplicate this from date. Just right click on it, you will see duplicate. Duplicate, then you come and change, you rename it.
Okay.
And do to date. Once you place your cursor on it, if you place your cursor on the from date, you click For example, you click 1, you click 2. You rest like 1 second in between your double clicking. You're not double clicking at the same time. If you click 1, then 2, you'll be able to rename it from where it is. Okay, so I'll just take out the copy and I'll leave it at to date. So we have successfully created 2 parameters, which is from date and to date. Are we all on the same are we on the same
Yeah,
at the moment?
I am.
Okay. Now let's come and click on our to date and click on edit. Let's see what we have in it. Okay. Now you see this to date. Okay, current value. Let me see. Dates, yes. Now, this current value, change it to 20, just the year in the current value, change it to 2016. The year, just the year, change it to 2016 and say, okay. The year, change it to 2016 and say, okay. Okay, so that is done. Have we done that?
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask us a question so that to be sure we are all following. Whenever we create the parameters and we are done creating the parameters, what is the next thing we usually do?
Show parameters.
Good. So let's now show our parameters. Let's click on it and you do show parameter. You do the from date and the to date, show parameter as well. Now we should have the 2 parameters here. We should have the 2 parameters just right here. Now, after I might have shown or showed our parameters, then we need something called reference band. It is actually a line. It's called reference band. Now, the reference band will serve as a yardstick for whatever information we are trying to get. So it will serve as a yardstick for. Now it will be like maybe we would have one stick here and another stick here, and the 2 sticks will be indicating the parameters from date and to date. Now for us to introduce reference band into our visualization, let's go to, you would see something like analytics here. Analytics.
Yeah.
Just beside your data. Now let's click on analytics. Once you click on analytics, you see summarize, you see model, you see custom. And under custom, you would see reference band. Now, if you click on reference band, we want to drag and drop now. So when you select your reference band, let's say you drag and hold. Now, once you drag it, you see a pop-up that says month order sum sales. It will show on your visualization, just as we have on my own visualization here.
Yeah.
So once you drag and hold, we want to put it on the month order date. Okay.
Okay.
So immediately under the month order date, let's drop it. Now, once we drop it, this pop-up should come up automatically. Okay. Now, in this pop-up, want to wire in our parameters to form the reference band. And the reference band is simply a line. It's a line, but used as a yardstick. Now, we'll see something like value, label, tooltip, minimum, maximum, value, and every other information. Now, the first thing we want to do is you see the value. The value, if you click on it, you will see create parameters, you see from date and to date. So you would select from date as the first value. Select from date. Now, come back to the second value that is just below tooltip. If you select it, you should put to date there. Okay. Now, you would see that if you look just right behind this pop-up, this on my Canva, you see that the reference band is taking effect because I'm changing the value to the parameters. So the parameter is actually taking shape. If you look just under this tooltip window that is on my, or that is because the same thing is happening on your own visualization. So that is on your visualization. You would see from date, you would see to date, you would see the two of them here and here. So they are taking effect. So, but we are not done yet. Okay, so you see label. Let's change our label to value. Change it to value because we're dealing with value. Then do the same thing for the second label to value. Okay. Now, when we are done doing that, we want to select a line. We want to select a line. Okay, so once we click on this line, you would see none. Okay, but let's select the first line, for example. Let's select the first line. You select the first dark line.
Okay.
And let's say we want to give it a color so that it will be distinctive on the visualization. Let's say I'm giving it a color of orange or pink. I think this is orange, a family of orange. And I say, okay. So you can come to fill. If you want to fill it, it means you want to fill inside the reference band. So if you want to fill it,
Okay.
you can
Sorry,
fill.
I have clicked OK.
Okay, just hold on. Have you put the line?
I have line from the two sides, a black line, but you see where you said select. I put a line, then a color, but the color didn't show because I clicked OK. I thought you said you should click OK.
No, not yet.
How do I get there again?
Sorry, don't worry, we'll go back there just a minute. Okay, let me leave it at black. Now, when you want to go back there,
I think I am where you are now. When you leave, my own is
you
gray
are
color.
here. Now, if you want to
Yeah.
go back there, you can come and you see this date, this Wednesday, 11 June 2014, that is showing just below the reference band.
My own is not showing that. Maybe
No,
because
look at your screen.
of
Look at where your from and your to date parameters is. They are just below there.
2014.
Yeah, right click on it. Just right click on it
Okay.
and do edit.
Yeah.
It should take you back there.
Yeah, I'm there now.
So you can do whatever you have to do there. So I don't want to have any feel. I just want to leave mine like this. However, if you want to have a feel in yours, please feel free. Or we can put something that is not so. We can put a kind of grayish color there. Okay, I think let's leave it like this. Now, you have a kind of grayish color that is different from the white Canva here.
So inside the after line, the field one, is that where you are talking about now?
Going back to a date, this is the field. It's just below the line.
Yeah. Did you put anything in the field?
You can select a color if you want. You can
Okay.
leave it empty.
All right.
So it depends on you.
Yeah.
Now, I believe we are all here together.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have the visualization. So let's try to do something. Let's try to change the date to another time. If you click on the dates, you should see a dates box opening. So let's say just change yours to another time period. Let me say I want to do February 4 to.
Where are we clicking again?
We are clicking on the dates.
From date.
You can click on any of the dates.
Okay.
It should give you a date. If you click on the date, as if you want to edit the date,
Yeah.
you see the dates pop up
calendar.
icon come up, and do the same for the two dates. If you click on the dates and change the dates to another date entirely, you should the parameter should move.
Okay.
We are not done, but the parameters should move, which is simply showing you that the parameter is working. Okay?
Yeah.
Which means the parameter is working. So we've changed the dates to see the effect of the lines in the visualization. Now we want to introduce figure into the this visualization. Don't forget we are working with the sales. Okay. Okay. So now let's rename our sheet first, because what the thing we want to do now has to do with the sheet name. So let's rename our sheet from below. Just double click on it and say sum of sales by time frame, right? So let's do sum of sales by time frame, for example. We can leave it like that. So let's do sum of sales by time frame. Now, let's now double click on this sum sales here. Double click, we should have something like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when we have something like this, let's bring our cursor to the right of the greater than column. If we have our cursor right in front of it, then let's do let's just put a write up from, let's say from what? Then we'll come to insert. Don't forget, I told us sometimes back that whenever we want to introduce anything into our tooltip, we need to insert it. Okay? We need to insert it. So let's say from, now let's look for parameters, our parameters. From dates, yes. Now, once you click on, sorry, once you click on insert, you would see month order parameters. You should see your parameters just right here. So once you do from, you select from dates, parameters from dates, and you come back to your right up and you do so. Then you come to insert again and you insert to dates. Okay. Now, for us now to change the font size, the font color, the everything, all we need to do is just, you can Control A and to highlight everything and come to change the font to whatever you like. Let me say I do change mine to what this is what I like, and I say okay, and I click out. Now you'd see that it is saying sum of sales by time frame from Tuesday 11 February to Sunday 5 April. Let me try to, okay, need to put a, okay, I need to put a distance in everything. Let's see. Okay. I'm just putting spaces in between what I'm writing, so no big deal.
Okay.
And then whenever you want to do anything inside your tooltip, please don't change this sheet name. Leave it as sheet name. Because once you change it, you have spoiled the essence of renaming your sheet file from below, please. So once you right click on sheet name, whatever you want to do, either changing font, increasing the font size, giving it a color, bolding it, italicing it, underlining it, just highlight it and do whatever you want to do, and it will take shape. So, okay, I think I'm done with that. Now we've done that. Now want to get the total figure of money for this period, from this what's it? Okay, that's what I'm trying to avoid. My sheet name has let me see if I can try to bring it back. Okay, I think I
Is
have.
it sum of cells by time frame?
Yeah, I'll just rename it. Sales by time frame. Okay, now coming to here and do from, I'll insert from date. So I will insert to date. Then I would highlight, change font to start with semi-bold. Let me leave it at 14. Voila. Should I have this? Okay. Good. Okay, so now I have this. So now I was saying that we want to get the total sales from Wednesday 11th June to Sunday 6th November 2016. Now to help us get the total figure of the selected date, we will now introduce the if clause. We would introduce the if clause. Now, for us to introduce the if clause, we want to say if A and B is equals to C, then it is C. If A and B is equal to B, then it is B. So that's we want to create a calculated field. So we want to simply say if a certain field is equal to value, then it is that value. If a calculated field is equal to a value, then it is value. So for us to introduce the calculated field, in one of our classes, I mentioned how to introduce a calculated field, just the same way we introduced the parameters. You can say, click on the button.
Alex, I have a question, please.
Okay.
You see this where your cursor is now, that table where you have data on top.
Yeah.
It's still showing us where we have summarize, model, and custom.
Just click on data. Should bring back this. This is where you are, right?
Yeah, it came back.
Just click on data. You should have this.
Okay.
Okay. Now, so we want to introduce a calculated field the same way we introduced the parameters. So all we need to do is click on this button and say create calculated field. So the first thing we want to do is give a name to our calculated field. What we can say sum of sales range. sales range. Right.
It's not showing.
What is not showing?
Where are you putting what you are creating now? Where are you putting it?
Once you hold on, let me delete
You go
it.
up there, you click on create.
You create a calculated field. You come to this button.
Yeah.
You say
Yeah.
create a calculated field.
Yeah.
Although the calculated field pop-up is not showing in this video, but it should
Okay.
show behind.
Okay, mine is showing, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know why it's not showing. It's supposed to show, I mean, on the video, but then you can rename it as sum of sales range. Now, I'll be using a particular what's it called? A particular calculation. However, I'll type the calculation and send it into the group, because since you guys are not seeing the pop-up of the calculated field. So, but we'll simply say total. Once you type TOT, total should come up. Total, then you see an expression. So now, let me just type it and I'll send it to the group.
In the box that came out, shall I type sum of sales range or total?
Just hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on. I'll send it to the group now. If other dates, yeah, if other dates is greater or equal to from dates, and I'll send it to the group now. And other dates is less or equal to dates, then sales, then and okay, to end it with double comma. Okay, I'm sending the write-up to the chat now. Please check. So you can just copy paste it. Okay. So
Sorry, Albert, where are we pasting this?
okay. Are you with us up till where we created calculated field? Are you?
Yes. Yes. So what's the name? You know, the calculated
Now,
field.
when you open the calculated field, it should give you the name sum of sales range. Just type sum of sales range. So inside the first box up there. So once you type the sum of sales range, then bring your cursor down, then paste the calculation I pasted on the group.
Okay. Oh gosh, where is it again?
It's in the chat. Please check the chat.
No, I'm using two laptops. Where it is, something is covering it. That's my problem.
Really?
Can't see it again.
You'll see the chat beside participants. Just on the Zoom icons.
When you first send it, I saw it, but I can't.
I just
Something is
sent it
covering it
again.
where it is.
I just sent it like 2 or 3 times again.
Yeah,
now.
leave it there now. I can see it.
Okay, good. So just
Mine is saying that the calculation contains error.
shouldn't, except you added
So,
anything into it.
total sum
You see total
if
open bracket sum open bracket if, then there is this other type of bracket. What's the name, sir? More like inverted kind of brackets, other dates greater or equal to, what's the name of this bracket? I've forgotten the name. It's not curly brackets. It is open parenthesis, yeah. Total open bracket sum open bracket if open parenthesis.
hold on, Ijoma, the sign of this thing he's talking about is under your plus and equal to keyboard. Yeah.
The thing is, you shouldn't add anything to it. Just copy and paste it. You shouldn't have any. It should tell you the calculation is valid.
Yeah, that's why I copied and pasted. I didn't type.
Hold on.
Does anybody have the same problem?
Hold on, I'm typing because I can't copy. It's another desktop.
As you are typing, it will be giving you those words. Just be selecting them. Don't try to type the whole word. As you're typing it, it will give you the word. Select it and say, okay.
Under date. Quality. From date. Yeah.
You know why this what's it called? The
Do you not think is the color you used for your shading?
no, it is actually on the top of the color. So for example, let me remove the color now. Let's see. So my color is none now. So let's see. It's still not showing because I'm using two devices to monitor the sharing of screen as well. It's not showing. It's showing now. It just showed now. Let's see. It's more like it's blinking.
Some of these computers, they have demand of their own.
It's more like it's blinking. I don't know. Can anybody see the blinking? It's blinking and it's going and coming.
No, I'm not seeing. You're not seeing it from here. Just give me time, please. I'm still typing.
No problem.
Today.
Because I expected it what's it called? The calculated field button to show. I don't know why it's not showing. I don't know why it's not showing. Who is that person that has that says the calculation contains zero? Is it Jama?
Yeah, it's me. Trying to
Is it
figure
fine
out
now?
why. No.
Okay, you know what? Share your screen, please. Let me stop sharing. Share your screen.
Okay.
Let's hope I can see your calculated field, or we can see your calculated field.
Can you see?
It's coming up. Yeah, I can see yours. Okay.
If
Okay. You know what? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Come to your to date. Come and write it off. Remove it. To
This
date.
one.
Yeah. Just highlight it from the first bracket to the last. Yeah. Take it out. Delete it. Now, no, don't take your cursor away from where you deleted it. Now, put to date there. Don't give it, well, just go ahead, just put to date. Now, select your to date, yeah. This calculation is valid. So now, apply, click on apply. So it should be fine now, I guess.
Yeah, it's also summary
You
from
just say okay.
yeah.
Okay, mine is showing the other dates bracket less than equal to date is there's red sign under it.
Can you share your screen?
Let me see.
Can you share your screen?
Yes.
Emilia, are you with us? You're
I'm
the one
here.
talking, right? Augusta.
Yeah, I'm with you, Albert.
Okay. Are you on the same page with us?
I'm just listening as I drive.
Problem. Okay. Emilia, now do you know what you do? Now from the order date down to date, just take it off. That's where
From
you have the problem. So let's just fix it from there.
here.
Yes.
Okay. Remove it.
If you remove now we are type order date. Just type order date. Now select the order date option it is giving you.
Yeah.
Now do less than or equal to.
Less than is okay.
Yeah, less than or equal
Less than or
equal
equal
to.
to.
Now to date. Right to date.
Yeah.
Yes. Now do
Yeah.
apply. Your calculation is valid.
It's valid now.
Yeah, do apply and say okay. Now do okay. Okay, you can stop sharing now.
Thank you.
Come.
Thank you, Albert.
So let me go back to sharing my screen. I don't know why my okay, because I don't know why my calculated field is not showing. I don't know why, to be honest. But then it is this software is going to be like that. Okay, so we've done we have our sum of sales range here. Okay. So now that we have our sum of sales range here, the next thing we want to do something. So we'll move the calculated field. Let's move it into detail. Let's move it into detail. For example, move sum of sales range into detail. We should have something like this. Okay. So once we might have moved it into details, let's come back to this heading, this sum of sales time frame heading that we have a double click. Then we have something like this. Okay.
Repeat. Can you repeat that?
Okay. I said, have you moved your sum of sales
Yes.
into detail? Now just come to this heading, this sum of sales by time frame from Wednesday, 11 June 2014 to Sunday, 6 November 2016, double click. Then it brings up your header name and information.
Yeah.
Now, we want to add something. We want to add something. Where's the sheet name? Please, can you pause the recording for a bit? I want to try something. Okay, I think it should be.
To date, yeah.
Okay, so I was saying, once we bring in our sum of sales to detail, then we double click on the header name, the sum of sales time frame from so date to so date. So once we double click, now we come to the last the last parameters, the to date. You know, we have sheet name from parameters from date, so parameters to date. Then give it a space, then you type is. So we are saying the sum of sales from so and so is. Then we come to insert. If we come to insert, we would see aggregate sum of sales range under the insert button.
Yeah.
So once you select it, then we do apply. And we'll say okay. Now we would see that our heading has changed into, it has added another thing. Sum of sales by time frame from Wednesday 11 June to Sunday this 2016 is, it will give you the sales amount. To give us the sales amount.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and try to change the date. Let's change it to something else. Let's change it to something else. Let's say,
Sorry, Albert, can you repeat the last two sentences?
okay, right away, I'm coming. So what I did was, we came to, this is what we have before. We have, we brought in our sum of sales range. What is that? Sum of sales range. Now, the calculated field we created, which is the sum of sales range, we brought it into details. You know, in one of our classes, I mentioned that if we want to introduce anything into the header or into the tooltip, you must bring the information into details. Okay? So once you bring it into details, it will automatically come to show inside the tooltip. Okay, now as we can see that even looking at the tooltip information, as I placed the cursor on this bar, we'll see the information that displays the month of order date is showing December 2014. The sales for that period was 69,546. Now it's now showing the sum of sales from the Sunday 6th November 2017 to Wednesday 11 June 2014. It's giving us the total sum of sales even inside the tooltip already. But what we want to do is want to have it here. We want to have it here. So if we double click on this and bring our cursor right to the front of the very last information, and we do is, then we give it a space, then we insert the aggregate sum of sales. If we do apply, we should have the sales amount. Then we can now come back to the
date, the show me
date
slide.
and try to change the years and months that we have and see if it will take effect. So let me say I'm leaving it as 2015, for example, and I click enter. So obviously my reference band is moving. However, I want to edit it to give it a background, more like something like this, so I can see if it is really moving. I want something more visible. Let's say something like this. Okay, good. Now let me change this to 2014 and I click enter. So obviously it will shrink because I'm looking for information between 11/06/2014 to 6/11/2014, and it's giving me the total sales just above here. Just above, we can see. Let me bring this back. Yeah, it's giving us the sales information above here. It's giving us the sales information. So that's we have successfully created information for sales time frame. I change it to 15 and I do enter, it should expand. If I change it to 16 and do enter, it should expand because I can as well change the month. Let's see. And mind you, as you're trying to change the dates, you can double click on the year and type in the year you want. You can even double click on the month. The month, you can click on the month. For example, this June. If I click on this June, I should have the other month. So you can select any month you want, and I say enter, and I come back here and select any month that I want, and I say enter, and that's where I'll get the information that I'm looking for. So we don't necessarily have to be scrolling and be scrolling and be scrolling and be scrolling and be scrolling. You can select August. You can do August 4. You know, you can do whatever you want to do. You can click on it and select the time period you want. And that way, we have the information we are looking for, and then we can do our show header. We can take this off as well, show header, and we have something like this. However, we can as well change the information we have here.
Come back. Where is the show header now?
If you right click on the y-axis and the x-axis, you see show header. Just click on it and it should go out. If I say sales time frame. Okay, so I decided to change my heading to sales time frame from so and so to so and so. However, don't forget we use the long date to give us the total information concerning the month, the date, and then we can even reduce our font. We can say, let's see what it will look like. Okay, I think it's kind of better this way. And we can even, if we want, we can color it. We can give it a color if we want to look more appealing. If we want, we can apply. Oh, I didn't highlight it. So if you're trying to work on it and not apply highlighting it, it would not show anything. So we can do whatever we want with this information. And then don't forget, we can always format our visualization. We can always format it. The formatting will be the last thing we do today. You know, if we right click on, or if we right click on any of the Canva and do format, you can come to this button that shows lines and say you can uncheck every of those lines and uncheck every of those lines. Check, we're trying to get all of these lines out. We can come to the rows and the grid lines to say no, the grid lines is off. And then there is no other lines again. And we can come to the field and come to our aggregate sum of sales. We can edit it and do currency custom.
Please, you need to slow down in that area. I have not been able to format anything. As in
Oh,
taking.
we've been doing formatting for a long time now, Emilia.
Sorry, I don't know how to do it.
Okay, no problem. I will go over it again. Okay. Let's see. Come back to the custom and send zero. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So basically, if we want to format anything in our visualization, once we right click on the Canva and say format, I told us that you would see something like fields here. The field is simply saying, what do you want to format? It's asking us, what do you want to format? So let's say, for example, we'll click on the field and we'll say some sales, for example. If you say some sales, what do you want to format in some sales? The number, right? Then we can come to currency custom. Once we do currency custom, the 2 decimals, will take it down. And the display format, if it is in millions, it is in billions and billions and thousands. Let's say we want to select in thousands, we say K. And you click out, and that should be about it. Before we successfully formatted it. But because we don't have anything in this in this now, if you look at the tooltip that is coming up, you will see that under this month order date, there is sales. The sales is showing R70K is in case, but I'm not interested in R70. Please hold on, guys. Okay, so if I come back to my format button and I do format, and I come to some sales, for example, and my currency is showing R something. So if in my currency custom is showing R something, and I want to change to a particular currency, I'll come into currency standard. Now, if we're dealing with currency now, come into currency standard, and we'll come and select the currencies we are looking for. Let me say I want to say dollars, for example. Let me see if I'll get it. American dollars, and say Spanish. Okay.
Yours is not showing.
What?
What you're typing is not showing here.
Oh my God, it's not showing.
We can't see.
Okay. Okay, you know what? Share your screen. Let me use your screen as what to use, because I don't know why my filter pin is not showing. Please share your screen. We're almost done. We're almost done. This is the last thing. Emilia, please share your screen.
I am coming
Okay,
up.
thank you.
This is where I am. I have taken out the lines.
Okay. Now, you come to format. Now, click on fields. Wait, before you click on fields, now come to this your y-axis that has sales, that has 120K, 100K, 80K.
Yeah.
Yes, click on it. Right click on it.
Done.
No, you're not right. You're not. No. Click out. Come and right on this place that has 100K. Yes. Now right click like that. Let's see. Yes, right click. Now click on show header.
Show header.
Yeah, you should go. Now come back to your field. Before you come back to your field, come and place your cursor on any of the bars, on any of the lines. Let's see what you have. Okay, you don't have anything on your sales. Okay. Now come to your fields, click on the field, select sales. Yes, you've selected sales. Now come to number. Come to number. Come to currency custom. Now, your decimal place, change it to 2. Leave the -134. Your decimal place, change it to 0. Sorry. Now your display units, change it to thousands. Click out. Now, place your cursor on any of the trend line, let's say. Now you see that your sales is showing 82K.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the formatting we're talking about. Usually when we are doing more of a kind of format that is that shows display, that we are labeling it, we would see more of the formatting thing that we are trying to do. It will show us keys on it. You can stop sharing.
So for me to change currency and decimals, I have to click on numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to format your currency, you should always go to currency custom. You would realize that because your Tableau knows you're in the UK, it gives you pounds straight up.
Okay.
Yeah. So
all right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. So as we round up, so I just want to show something before we go. Now, if we look at this visualization, we would see that the sales has 56K, 45K, 42K, and so on and so forth. So that's the formatting of the sales amounts that I'm talking about. That if we are working on something that we have to label it, This is how it will show. So just be in case. Instead of writing 56, 56, comma 00000, like that. It wouldn't be like that. It will just be like this. Okay, it will be like this. So with this, we'll be rounding up tonight's class, and we'll be meeting next week. Any other question? Any question
Yes,
before?
Albert, the question I have is, we started this from the 4 weeks free.
Yeah.
We did sales by category, sales by profit by category, pie
Yeah.
chart, donuts. But the problem I have is when I save it and come up, like now I have to go back to start watching those things again. When I save it, they don't come like when you open your own, you see everything. Mine are in bits, so I don't know. And I've been saving on. I'll go to save as Tableau public.
No. When you want to save the first time is when you do save as. Subsequently, just do Ctrl+S and it will update. So if you keep doing save as, it will keep
Saving fresh
modifying what you are
ones.
saving. It will delete the previous one and save your current.
That's what happened. I've lost everything I've done.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Thank you.
I would see if I can share my visualization with you. I don't know, but I'll try and check. If I would send the link to you so you can have it.
Yes, the problem, like now, I don't have. Remember the day we did top products?
Yeah.
You said you will sort that in the next class, but in the next class you didn't, so I didn't bother disturbing.
No, what happened about the top product is we did.
Colors didn't come out.
Hold on. What happened with the top product thing is we did what did we do? We labeled the sales to show like this, right? And it didn't show on yours. I don't know why. It's supposed to show automatically. And I said, even what we are trying to show here is in our tooltip. If you look at the tooltip, you see the sales amount 5K, profits minus 248. Sure, you understand? So it's still the same information we are showing, in as much as it is showing inside our tooltip. It's okay. That's why I removed the sales from the labeling, because it's not really necessary. The bars is showing the sales amount, the bar is showing the sales amount and like that. It's like that.
Anyway, that has taken me back. Now I don't have top products, sales moving average, profit.
I'll share my, what's it called? I'll share my my visualization sheet with you.
Thank you very much.
I'll try to look for that if I can get it. Or I should. But I'll check it anyways.
All right, thank you.
Look for names. I think you guys have a WhatsApp group here.
We have a Telegram.
Telegram.
I am on Telegram.
I'll check with Swami. Okay, so please let's save our work. Just do Ctrl+S. Don't do save as again. Just do Ctrl+S. It should save your work and take it to the cloud. Okay. It should save your work and take it to the cloud. And that's way we are good to go. So you can stop recording if there is no other question.